We're doing the 5 nastiest things that can happen in prison. And
there's hundreds and hundreds. Shaun just asked me, because these questions are off the cuff. We don't like research or anything. We'll just banter off one another.
Spontaneous.
Yeah. But there's hundreds and hundreds I can think of. But the ones that are just top of my head now. What we're going to do is these particular questions. We're going to do a quick 10 minutes on part 1, part 2 and part 3s. And then I'll tell you, I'll just build it down for you.
We could do full videos on each one later on.
Yeah, we do full videos on each one. And then my next video, I want to talk a bit. If people are interested, tell me yes. If you're not interested, tell me don't do it. But I'd rather talk a bit about when I was in America and when I got deported and when I went to Mexico and when my house burnt down, I got into trouble and fights I got into. A bit more street of actually how I ended up in prison than actually prison stories. So if you want them stories, say yeah. If you don't want them, if you want me to continue with the prison stories, I've got 7.5 years of them to come. So I'll leave it to you viewers. Have a vote.
Alright, top 5 nastiest things that can happen in prison. Number 1 are anal searches. How did you find them, lad?
Well, the first one was uncomfortable, the rest was just fucking hell, get on with it, will you know what I mean? It's just fucking, I know I'd been showered because I'd shower 4 or 5 times a fucking day.
So you had no dingleberries?
So I had no dingleberries, so I was alright on that score. A couple of times, I'd never have drugs up my arse or anything like that. I mean, I'd get $10 worth of store for having, not the big clippers, just the little miniature clippers like that, the little clippers. I'd have 4 or 5 of them up my fucking arse all day long, didn't give a flying fuck.
There's also a foreskin search. Did you ever experience that?
I never did the actual foreskin search, but I'm not Jewish, I've got foreskin, but I never had that.
They don't do it a lot. They do the anal one mostly, and there's a variety of anal ones.
What could you keep under your foreskin?
That's what I said. He goes, when he said pull your foreskin back, I'm like, you're taking the piss, are you fucking kidding me?
What do they want, the cheese?
He goes, people hide drugs in there.
There can't be much drugs you can put under your foreskin.
It was fucking embarrassing to just pull your foreskin back. And
I might have got
I'm a dude just Peter gaze, straight Peter gaze at your foreskin to
might
see.
got I don't need that. It's the start of a wank, innit, really, you know what I mean?
There's a whole variety of fucking anal searches. There's a drop him and spin, he was quite fast in towers, you remember him?
Yeah, yeah.
Versus the guy who squat down, bend your, spread your buttocks wide open and cough, and they're looking up there and they're like, oh, cough louder and all this shit.
Another one, a really bad one is as well when they do demand them drug searches to get you up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever time. They obviously don't tell you when they go and do it because people, and then you got some people, they've got tubes and that already to get other people's piss already waiting for it. And they just basically put the tube on the leg where it looked like, stripe it underneath your dick, and then you'd have a little shampoo bottle of someone else's piss. But it's hard doing all that. It's alright people saying, oh, it works every time. Well, yeah, but by the time you get there and you're queuing up and you want to piss, sometimes you just don't want to fucking piss. Sometimes you could have just had the piss. And it doesn't matter how many of these little fucking tiny cups of water they give you, you can't piss. And some people get piss shy. I mean, I'm talking, you're sat there with your knob out, the toilet's there, and the guard's right there, and he's watching. I could never do that tube thing. I thought to myself, he must know it's coming from a fucking tube and not my fucking dick if he's watching, you know what I mean? So I ended up getting a dirty once, I don't know what I'd had. It wasn't drugs, I don't think. But anyway, yeah, actually doing that, having to stand there while a guard watches you, says, hurry up, if you don't do it in 10 minutes you get the ticket. That's got to help me piss a lot, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to piss right now.
Next nastiest, you're eating and you tell cellmate's got to take a shit and it's locked down.
So yeah, I mean, fucking hell, I've smashed one for doing it.
Have you?
Oh yeah. I smashed one in Kingman for doing it because it was just fucking. There was no reason fucking for it. We were all on fucking lockdown, and like fucking. This was in the dome too, and there was a guy right next to me. We're all on fucking lockdown, and like fucking. He turns around and fucking says, "Oh, I'm having a fucking." He farts first of all, and it fucking stinks. He goes, "Oh, I've got to go and have a shit," and the food had just come, so I folded him into the toilet and smashed him. When you're in a cell, it's worse because there's not a lot they can do. But when you're in a dorm, you don't have to fart. You can go to the toilet and fucking do it. Or even fart when it's not fucking. Have your fan on or have it blowing away, or just don't do it when it's chow time. When that tray comes, I don't want to be smelling fucking shit. The food ain't fucking a la carte anyway. I just don't want to be smelling your shit.
And a lot of people have asked us to do a video. Is it okay to fart in prison and when and where? Well, we will get on that. Next.
Are you people fucking crazy? Honest to God. You've actually asked us to do a video about
People know
farting
everything
in prison.
about prison, absolutely everything, even the farts.
You fucking wrong-uns.
Right. Next nastiest is when you've got a heroin addict cellmate who's coming down off the shit.
Yeah, because you're used to, you're in a routine. You roughly go to bed at a certain time. You'll have your hooch or whatever. And you're in your own little routine. And then you got a new cellmate what comes in. So, you know, you're courteous with him. He's obviously got the top button. And he's still courteous and all that. And like fucking going on. If he's an older guy, you'll give him your bottom bunk. I would anyway. I'd say I know, mate. If some guy, they brought one guy in and he had a fucking walking fucking stick, for God's sake, and they were telling him he's on fucking top bunk. Normally, when you're going in, they'll give you the pass. It's bottom bunk status. It is basically.
Bottom bunk waiver, yeah.
Yeah, bottom bunk waiver. So you got to get the bottom bunk. But I don't mind giving it. I'd give mine up all day long. I didn't mind doing that. But if it was personally, if it was just someone who's like fucking trying to work the head, there's fuck all wrong with him. And he's not getting my bed. He's getting a fight with me. He can fight me. If he can beat me, he can have me fucking bottom bunk. But if it was a guy who had a genuine cause, I'd give him my bottom bunk. Yeah.
So some people are coming down off a lot of drugs. You end up stuck in a cell with them. One guy was losing his hair. He was having the shits. The smell as well from the skin, all the chemicals coming out to come down and everything like that.
It's the rattle what gets me. You're trying to sleep and you're thinking he's having a wank, so I'll leave him to it. Yeah, everyone wanks, but it's constant all night. You know, where they're sweating and they're coming down off the fucking drugs and they're just fucking rattling. The only good thing about having a smackhead fucking inmate with you is for the simple fact that all his lunches, all his breakfasts and all his teas go to you, because he doesn't fucking eat. He just sits and rattles. They don't eat fuck.
No, they don't eat. I had one who's giving all this stuff to me, and when he was asleep, when he could actually manage to sleep, his eyes were open. He was like asleep, but his fucking eye, it was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Yeah. Alright, next nastiest is tear gas.
Yeah, it's really nasty. There's no actually ways to, I mean, you see a lot of prisoners and you'll see with like sort of like, it's a t-shirt and they put it around the face like that. But what they do is they put like hair cream, they put that round the face like that, and then they'll put this round, and it's just so you're not breathing the tear gas in. But eventually you're gonna get it anyway. Eventually your eyes are just gonna start fucking streaming. There's fuck all you can do about it. I've actually been tear gassed in the face, and that was from fucking, that was a 10p cop. I was fucking tweaking and been up for days, and he caught me at one fucking house, and I'm knocking on the door thinking I'm knowing where I am. I didn't even know the fucking person. The person had called the fucking police, and they got me done for trespassing. And I'm like, why won't they open the door? I know him, I know him, you know me. I'm arguing with the police. Next minute, right in the eyes. Oh my fucking God. You feel like crying like a baby. you close your eye. They do eventually, once they get you in and once they've booked you, you fucking get a hose and put a bit of water in your eyes. But it doesn't really help after. It'll help eventually, but it does fucking hurt. But when they do it in a prison, the tear gas they actually do there is a lot stronger because it's for a mass. They've got different ways. They've got a gun where they can fire little rubber fucking balls, where basically like little rubber golf balls are fucking hitting you, and you're getting fucking big red welts. They've got the tear gas. When that comes in, you're fucked. You can put your hair grease on and you put this round there, but eventually you're fucking coughing and your eyes are streaming anyway. It's thinking about it, fucking hell, it was really, really nasty. You don't think about the days like what happened and how it happened to you and all that, but I don't think it. What happens in an American prison wouldn't happen in an English prison. I know that for a fact. English prisons have got it fucking easy. They've got the PlayStations. They've got fucking. I mean, I don't know about you all smoking that stupid highs are doing. Spice.
Yeah.
That's like fucking hell.
So where I was at in Towers Jail, there was a riot in my building, and they came in with like a fire extinguisher sized canister of the spray, the chemical spray. So that shit hits, and your eyes are wincing, your snot's running, you're gagging. So I went back to my cell. I had an old-timer cellmate, Bo, and he said just wet a towel, wrap it around your head, and blink over and over and over to try and wash the chemical shit out. And that did help a bit, but like you said, it's going to impact you somewhat. We've got a bonus one here. No, we've got two more, I think. I think we've gone to 6. We've got the spider bites.
Oh, they're disgusting. There's nothing worse than actually seeing someone just fucking being done with a black widow. Because at first it just looks like a little hole, but through days and days and days it just deteriorates. And the guys on the buzzer, I've got to see medical, I've got to put a kite in, so they've got to fill the medical form in, and it's when they want you to go. But after 3 days, it could look really, really bad. That little tiny fucking pinprick there could be a fucking hole like that.
The venom eats into your flesh. There was the black widows we had. We had brown recluse and we had Arizona brown. There was a lot of dangerous insects in Arizona, and some of the damage it caused a volcano lesion to eat into your flesh.
The brown recluse was the worst because they were tiny little fuckers.
You never see them.
And you don't see them.
Yeah.
No. When it's cold, they'll come in your bed and comfort up with you. You know what I mean?
They come out at night looking for food and you roll around. And the policy was not to treat insect bites. So we'd have to hold the guy down ourselves, squeeze the pus out ourselves, and put salt on the wound to reduce the bacteria.
Yeah.
So that was quite.
It was gross.
Yeah. And then we've got a bonus one here of the clipper room, working in the clipper room.
It's just a sheer mass fucking mess. It's alright working in the kitchen, but everyone's got to start in the clipper room. That's basic. You get your trays, you get your food, everyone leaves a little bit, and then there's like a little fucking window like that, and you just throw it through the window. And then at the other side of that window, it's the clipper room. There's 2 guys there. There's 2 guys on pots and pans here. There's 2 guys there, and there's a guy on the bakery stuff here. And there's a machine. And basically, you get the tray, you spray it, and then put it in you put it in milk crates, and they go through, and it washes all the trays basically. But there's actually all the shit coming at you, and you're getting food all over you. It's fucking gross. And you gotta spray it, and you're walking round, your feet are permanently wet and fucking crinkled, because they don't give you like fucking steel toe cap or anything boots. You get Wellington boots, but they've got fucking holes in the sole, so your feet are fucking just sopping fucking wet. And you'd end up fucking, with crinkle feet.
Yeah, like when you've been in the swimming pool,
yeah.
And your fingers go all webbed and shit and it's crinkly.
It's just, it's disgusting. It really is nasty. And then having to clean it all up.
Right, so Wild Man's asked you, let's repeat what we said at the beginning. He wants to do some stories now going over to America. What was it you said at the beginning?
Yeah, actually how shit popped off, how things started, and then me going over to Mexico because things got on top, and just the life I lived there as well. Just different stories, just because prison's all good, but you got to understand how we actually ended up getting to prison. You got to know the full story before you can understand what happened, and how we actually are now, both successful, both staying out of trouble, both drug free. Life's a good one.
So put in the comment section whether you want some Wild Man life stories, Wild Man prison stories, or Wild Man both stories. We want to hear what you prefer because that's how we steer the channel.
That's how we stay the channel. We're asking you now, that's what we want. I won't do we outside stories until you ask.
Cheers from Witness.
Thank you very much.